In today's show, breaking news, Bitcoin investors are reportedly exempt from taxes in El Salvador. That's right, quoting their president, Nayib Bukele right here. There will be no taxes to pay on either the capital increase or the income. And more breaking news, Ukraine set to become the next country to make Bitcoin legal tender. That's right, the plan is for the Ukraine to make Bitcoin legal tender by the start of 2023 and create a dual currency country where Bitcoin sits alongside the fiat hryvnia before potentially being phased in as the dominant financial structure. And more breaking news, Zimbabwe's Minister of Finance explores Bitcoin to eliminate national remittance costs gradually, then suddenly. And quoting him right here, I visited the DMCC Crypto Center in Dubai, which is a fascinating incubation hub for cryptocurrency and payment solutions. Came across solutions that could lower charges for diaspora remittances. Also in today's show, Bitcoin can go up significantly, says the CIO of the world's largest asset manager, Blackrock. That's right, Rick Rieder was recently interviewed by CNBC, and quoting him here, part of why I own a small piece of Bitcoin is I do think there are more people who are going to enter that fray over time. I like assets that are volatile, that have upside convexity. I can see Bitcoin go up significantly. We'll also be checking out the latest from Plan B, the creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, as well as taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most of the major altcoins are currently correcting and in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 50,000 subscribers. If you like making money in cryptocurrency, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, it's all going down September 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern. For the first time ever, Teeka Tiwari will release details on his brand new Hyperboom portfolio. That's right, an unprecedented event is about to trigger a hyperboom, and these 6 catch-up coins that could bridge the financial gap between the life you currently have and the life that you want in as little as 10 months. To register an RSVP for this live event with Teeka Tiwari, be sure to click the link in the description right down below. It'll take you here. Simply enter your favorite email address and click this yellow button that says sign me up. Also like to point out that just $1,000 invested into Teeka's past catch-up coins when he recommended them would have yielded you results as much as $27,000 all the way up to $484,000 ROI. Not too shabby, eh? And after you go ahead and register, it's going to redirect you here where you can watch these videos from Teeka Tiwari. And you also have the opportunity to register on his VIP text message list so you can take advantage of all his bonuses. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the link right down below, register, and I look forward to seeing you there. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. I got nothing but good news to share with you as usual, so let's dive right in, shall we? The government of El Salvador will reportedly exempt investors from paying a capital gains tax and an income tax on the king of all crypto, according to a presidential legal counsel. That's right, Javier Argueta, a legal advisor to President Nayib Bukele, is looking to encourage foreign investment through major tax breaks on Bitcoin. Agence France Presse reported on September 10th, quoting them right here, if a person has assets in Bitcoin and makes high profits, there will be no tax. This is done obviously to encourage foreign investment, Argueta said, adding that El Salvador will impose no taxes on either the capital increase or the income. Now, this is a pretty big deal. We're talking about zero capital gains tax and no income tax. Let's go. Argueta reportedly noted that the Salvadoran government would be actively tracing Bitcoin transactions on El Salvador's official Bitcoin wallet, Chivo, to combat the potential illegal use of the cryptocurrency. Quoting them again here, we are implementing a series of recommendations from international institutions against money laundering. It's also important to point out that the Chivo wallet would also temporarily halt Bitcoin transactions on the application if Bitcoin value collapsed to minimize the impact of extreme volatility or price fluctuations. And last Tuesday, El Salvador became the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Let's all give it up for El Salvador. Make some noise in the live chat. Now requiring all local merchants to accept Bitcoin as a means of payment. That's right, it's required by law. And in cooperation with global companies like Bitso Crypto Exchange and Silvergate Bank, El Salvador launched the official Bitcoin wallet known as Chivo, allowing users to convert Bitcoin transactions into the US dollar or withdraw using a special ATM with no transaction fees. And as previously reported, the Shivo wallet was temporarily taken down for maintenance on launch day. According to several social media reports, some Shivo wallet users have allegedly been still experiencing major issues with transacting or withdrawing from Shivo after El Salvador fixed the crypto wallet last week. I also like to point out that you have the opportunity to use any wallet of your choice. You're not required to use the government issued wallet. Now check this out. Headlines you don't see for literally any other asset. If Bitcoin wasn't a real threat, they wouldn't bother writing the article. We are winning, and quoting this article right here, Bitcoin could collapse and isn't a good safeguard of value, warn global central bankers. Yeah, let's all take heed and listen to the central bankers who care so much about us. And as Samson Mo points out here, you can almost smell the fear. This was published in the Wall Street Journal. El Salvador runs a Bitcoin scam. The cryptocurrency as obligatory legal tender undermines dollarization. So as you can see, they're panicking. They're scared, as they should be, as Bitcoin is a destroyer of the central banks. And it is what it is. And before I break down next breaking story of the day, Ukraine set to become the next country to make Bitcoin legal tender, as well as Zimbabwe's Minister of Finance explores Bitcoin to eliminate national remittance costs, as well as Bitcoin can go up significantly, says the CIO of the world's largest asset manager, Blackrock. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, most major altcoins are currently correcting and in the blood red, with Bitcoin down almost 3% for the day and trading just above 44,700. We have Ether down 6%, trading just above $3,200. Solana down 11.8%, trading at $158, and XRP down 6%, trading at $1.05. All right, now let's break down our next breaking story of the day. The Ukraine is gearing up to make Bitcoin legal tender, according to experts. It is understood that delegates from President Vladimir Zelensky's government have met with counterparts in El Salvador ahead of creating a plan to put cryptocurrency adoption at the top of the Eastern European giant's financial agenda. Now, Zelensky is a vocal Bitcoin evangelist and has already instructed ministers to transform Ukraine into a crypto-friendly nation. Last week, the 43-year-old politician was in California on a fact-finding mission as he toured Silicon Valley, exploring opportunities where Ukraine can swiftly navigate itself into positioning digital assets alongside its traditional currency. The plan, according to a professor, is for the Ukraine to make Bitcoin legal tender by the start of 2023 and create a dual currency country where Bitcoin sits alongside the fiat hryvnia before potentially being phased in as the dominant financial structure. Ukraine is a natural fit for such a plan, said the Russian financial expert. The people of the Ukraine are not only prepared for a financial revolution, they are also used to it and expect it. That's right, and the revolution will be centralized. You need to look at the dynamic of the Ukraine to understand why its government's plan to restructure towards a digital economy could actually be a real stroke of genius, said the professor. It has a young population eager to move out of the shadows of its noisy neighbor and shake off the financial chains which have restrained it for so many years. Russia's overbearing influence in the concerns of the Ukraine could prove to be the fuel it needed for the engine of success. Now, Bitcoin, he believes, may just be the magic potion required to wake up a sleeping giant. The prospects here are enormous, the professor adds. It has one of the most diverse energy mixes in the world and has a viable carbon offset that can draw miners in by the thousands. Add to that a president who is from the same forge as Bukele, a young population and a great desire for change, and well, you have a formula that could very easily be very successful very quickly. Indeed, El Salvador's forward-thinking President Nayib Bukele may have already had a pressing influence on Zelensky's hunger to implement his Bitcoin ambitions. They have been in constant discussion, sharing ideas, plans, and thoughts on the future financial positions of their nations, he shared. And at the same time, when Zelensky was in America last week, a ministerial party of Ukraine's biggest financial brains was in El Salvador, looking very deep into their financial structure to use it as a starting point to Ukraine's blueprint. Quoting them again here, the project will take less than 2 years to complete, with or without the support of international financial authorities, and we'll see Bitcoin becoming the dominant currency of Ukraine. So there you have it. Take that, IMF. And before I break down our next breaking story of the day, Zimbabwe's Minister of Finance explores Bitcoin to eliminate national remittance costs, as well as Bitcoin can go up significantly, says the CIO of the world's largest asset manager, Blackrock. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just under that $2 trillion milestone with $110 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the Bitcoin dominance is 42.9%, with the Ether dominance at 19.9%. 0.3%. And checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Tezos up 12%, trading at $7. Cosmos up almost 11%, trading just above $34. And Hedera Hashgraph up 6%, trading at 40 cents. Now, which altcoins are you currently most bullish on during this bull run? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 44 out of 100 in fear. Yesterday was a 32, last week a 79, and last month a 76 in extreme greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next breaking story of the day. The Zimbabwean Minister of Finance has once again talked up the potential advantages of using cryptocurrencies. In new comments made shortly after visiting the DMCC Crypto Center in Dubai, he raised the possibility that the country might use cryptocurrency-based solutions to lower the cost of remitting funds across borders. That's right. Prior to making these remarks about cryptocurrencies, he previously urged Zimbabwe to invest in understanding emerging innovations like Bitcoin. And at this time, the president, who has just been appointed finance minister, told Zimbabwean authorities to emulate countries like Switzerland, which he said were investing in understanding Bitcoin. However, in his latest positive comments about cryptocurrencies, he shared the following: I visited the DMCC Crypto Center in Dubai, which is a fascinating incubation hub for cryptocurrency and payment solutions. Came across solutions that can lower charges for diaspora remittances. And while some of Zimbabwe's crypto community on Twitter have applauded this prime minister for making such comments, many others are not amused. Instead, they are asking why it has taken a tour of an incubation hub in Dubai to prod the minister into addressing the issue. Still others, like Victor Mapunga, CEO of Fintechs, are quick to remind the minister that Zimbabwe already has enough blockchain and crypto startups. In his reply to his tweet, he shared the following: we already have blockchain and crypto companies in Zimbabwe, such as Flex Fintechs, and work with local players. Now, meanwhile, a report concludes that the minister who tweeted about DMCC Crypto Center right after the tour is in fact not aware that Zimbabwe already has startups that offer similar solutions. The report then lists some of the blockchain startups that already offer faster payment solutions and low-cost cross-border remittance services. However, not everyone agrees that crypto is a solution to the country's currency woes. For instance, Twitter user Senator Jopa shared the following: when banks stop manipulating the foreign exchange rate, and then maybe the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe can consider cryptocurrency. Otherwise, it'll lead a massive crash of the Zim dollar. Now, I obviously disagree. I mean, if you want transparency and trust, you put it on the blockchain. You can't trust government, but at the end of the day, we trust in mathematics. It is what it is. So let's go BTC. Which countries do you think will be next to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender? Let me know in the live chat. And before I break down our final story of the day, Bitcoin could go up significantly, says the CIO of the world's largest asset manager, Blackrock. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 920 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which can be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications and help me get to 50,000 subs. And of course, you can follow me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes and Google Play. You can also follow me on crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok, so be sure to follow me there. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Rieder, BlackRock's chief investment officer and CIO of Global Fixed Income, was asked on Friday in a new interview with CNBC about his view on Bitcoin now that the crypto is legal tender in El Salvador. Now, BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager with $9.5 trillion in assets under management at the end of the second quarter. Now, Rieder is also the firm's head of fundamental fixed income business and head of the global allocation investment team, meaning he is responsible for roughly $2.4 trillion in assets. Now, Rieder began by commenting on the popular opinion that cryptocurrency is either a hedge or an alternative currency. And regarding cryptocurrency as a hedge, he shared, "I'm not sure it's really a great hedge," citing its correlation to equities and risk assets. Noting that its price can move 15% a day, he reiterated, "I'm not sure it's a great hedge." However, regarding cryptocurrency as an alternative currency, he shared the following. Part of why I own a small piece of Bitcoin is I do think there are more people who are going to enter that fray over time. I like assets that are volatile, that have upside convexity. I could see Bitcoin go up significantly. Very powerful words coming from Rieder himself. He also noted that Blackrock has a very moderate amount of crypto in its portfolio and emphasized that Bitcoin is volatile. He said he does not see it as a core asset like bonds or stocks. Nonetheless, he sees value in having a small amount as a speculative tool in his portfolio. And in last November, he said that the cryptocurrency was here to stay and could even replace gold to a large extent. And I like to point out that the current gold market cap is around that $10 trillion mark, with the Bitcoin market cap at just about 1 trillion, meaning we need to 10x the current market cap to flip on gold. And once that happens, we can expect a minimal of a $400,000 to $500,000 Bitcoin price. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the live chat, and by which year do you feel the inevitable will take place and Bitcoin flip the market cap of gold. Holla at your boy. And checking out the latest from Plan B, the creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, he shares, in my opinion, Bitcoin at $1 trillion is undervalued compared to gold and real estate, as you can see here in the Bitcoin stock to flow cross asset model, better known as stock to flow X, which predicts a $288,000 Bitcoin price medium average between now and 2024. Also like to point out that the worst case scenario, according to the stock to flow, is a December close at 135,000, while the best case scenario is a $450,000 Bitcoin price before the end of this year. However, holla at your boy and let me know where you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to end before the end of the year. As a high, I like to point out Max Kaiser's $220,000 Bitcoin price prediction. I think personally that's a great target. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. I shared breaking news: El Salvador to exempt foreign investors from taxes on Bitcoin profits, including capital gains tax and income tax. Also shared breaking news of Ukraine set to become the next country to make Bitcoin legal tender. Also in today's show, we discussed Zimbabwe's Minister of Finance exploring Bitcoin to eliminate national remittance costs, as well as Bitcoin can go up significantly, says Rieder, the CIO of the world's largest asset manager, Blackrock. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. B. Schaefer wrote, "Thanks JV for preaching facts 25/8. I started listening to you during the May crash when I decided to get in. Thanks for doing what you do for the crypto fam. I think we are going to $100,000 price in December. Easy, let's go, BTC to the moon." My response: thanks for the feedback and support, fam. We most definitely heading to 6 figures this year. Let's freaking go. This next featured comment comes from Bring Facts, who wrote, "It's official. I missed the live chat. Day ruined. Good night, fam. Going back to bed and try again tomorrow. LOL." And I wrote, "All good, fam, as always. Much love." And the third and final comment comes from Crypto Cal, kept it short and sweet, and wrote, "Smash that like button, people. As always, I appreciate your continued support, and to be featured on tomorrow's episode, be sure to drop me a comment right down below." Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications and help me get to 50,000 subs. And real quick before I go, I want to give you a quick reminder. It's all going down September 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern for the first time ever. Tikatwari will release details on his brand new Hyperboom portfolio. Now, usually I'm not all giddy for live events like this, but it's because of Tikatwari. I got some massive come-ups with cryptos such as Chainlink, as well as ENJ and others. So I'm going to be attending this live event, and I encourage you to do the same. This is an unprecedented event which is about to trigger a hyper boom in these 6 specific catch-up coins that can bridge the financial gap between the life you currently have and the life that you want in as little as 10 months. He's also going to be revealing the name of his top cryptocurrency pick absolutely free during this live event. To register and RSVP, click the link in the description right down below. It'll take you here. Simply enter your favorite email address, then click this yellow button that says sign me up. I look forward to seeing you there, and I'll see you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.